I'm here with Jerry Warwick, CEO of Door County Medical Center. Congratulations, Jerry, on the Industry of the Year award this year.
Thank you very much.
You bet. It's fantastic. Really exciting, compelling nomination for him. You guys have made some pretty serious investments here in Door County in the last few years. What are some of the bigger ones that folks should know about?
Well, the major one in the last 6-7 years was the new patient wing with a new ER and a new inpatient unit with OB, ICU, and med-surg. Over the course of the years, we've done a lot of changes. So we went to all private rooms, which now is kind of the state of the art. Patients really would rather have private rooms, and totally different layout in the ER to handle the growth in the ER and that area. So it was a welcome change by the public as a whole.
I bet. You guys have won quite a few awards specifically for being a rural hospital. What are some of the challenges of being a hospital in a semi-rural area?
Door County Medical Center is the second most remote rural hospital in Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah. The challenges are first one of just getting staff. Your volumes are different as opposed to in a metropolitan area. You have much larger volumes, so you have less to work with, but the expectations are the same and the service requirements are the same. You know, I think the problems for a hospital in a rural setting are very similar to those problems with any small business in a rural setting. And in Door County, we have this fluctuation of business from the middle of July to the middle of January.
So you guys see that too, huh?
We do see that, especially we see that mostly in the emergency department, and we see that in the clinic too. So,
Interesting.
Yeah, because one of the phenomena is a lot of people who live in Door County 6 months a year, then live south 6 months a year, save their health problems until they return home to what they consider as their family physician.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it keeps you guys busy in the summer months?
Yes, it does.
Very cool. And then you guys are, I don't know if a lot of folks know this, but one of the largest employers in the county, about 670 people. Has it been pretty significant growth over the last couple of years? Are you guys still adding people, and are you having trouble finding them, or has it been okay?
Full-time employees, I think it's around 400 something, 500 FTEs. But it varies from over time from place to place, or to position to position. It's always difficult in some of the special areas like physical therapy, laboratory people. But recently, though, it's also developed a shortage in some of the entry-level positions. Nursing assistants, dietary, housekeeping are sometimes very challenging.
And is Door County a pretty easy sell for some of these folks as you guys compete against hospitals across the region?
Door County we do have an advantage with our name and our location, especially going after some of the professional positions. So people who live in Chicago or may live in the Milwaukee area, or their dream was always to eventually live in Door County. That makes that recruit probably easier than other rural hospitals. But for the entry-level positions, you know, that's going to be, you're looking at for local resources for that.
And as we talk about, you know, being a roughly 400 to 500 FTEs, what are some of the things about the workplace culture here that folks appreciate and enjoy, and that help you guys retain your employees?
Yeah, I think that's what we're really known for. We've been on what we call this journey to excellence for about 14 years, and we always refer to it as a bus that it's going on a journey that has no end to it. So we really spent a lot of time on our culture. And we've seen that now. We're starting to see the dividends of that in the various awards we get with regards to our patient perception of care by the community and our patients. And it's really entrusting and recognizing that the people on the front lines know the best way to do those jobs and what we can do to enhance those jobs. So we have a lot of things. One of the things is we really value, as I said, the input from our employees. So we keep track on a monthly basis the number of ideas we get from our employees. We encourage our employees to give us ideas. We get roughly 2,000 ideas a year from our employees, and we implement about 1,700 of them. We also have a series of visual management boards. All the departments have visual management boards in their areas, and they have a daily huddle with their employees where they sit, they work out together. Okay, what's our challenges for today? And it usually ends with a statement, okay guys, are we winning or are we losing today? and then they go from there.
There's a great feeling of teamwork here. It's not just the nurses or just this department or that department. We're all working together, and we all are a team.
From the time the patient comes into the emergency room, to go to diagnostics, to get their lab drawn, to be coming up for the patient care rooms, everybody is a full, total team and work very well together. I wouldn't have been here for 25 years if that was not the case.
We are in the 99th percentile of all hospitals, so that's really impressive. That means we're in the top 1% of all the hospitals for our patient care satisfaction scores. You come and you work and you see all these people, and they're not just coworkers, they're friends, and everybody works together very, very well.
You guys have a great reputation for being a great employer, but you also have a stellar reputation for being really involved in the community. I mean, you guys, that was a big part of the nomination, was the amount of time, the amount of money you guys invest in the community. Has that been a long-term strategy for you guys, and has it been?
It's been a growing strategy to really get involved in a lot of the stuff you may not think is really healthcare related, but it goes to quality of life and making sure that, so it may be as simple as, you know, renting a banner in the YMCA or having a sign at a Little League park or something like that. That's all part of the overall community. Because healthcare in America now is starting to shift, that our responsibility goes outside of our walls. We have a strategy that you're never discharged from here. So we're always responsible for you and your health. And that takes many, many different shapes and different forms.
Well, congratulations once again. We
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
all you guys do. You guys are
Hey,
wonderful.
Thank you.